Hey, good morning. I'm John. Today is Tuesday, September 5th, 2023. Welcome back to my daily vlog. Trying to see what we can do to make content creation sustainable after months of being laid off from my old job. Boy, I haven't thought of it as an old job in a long time. It's just like a different era. This feels like normal now, which is weird. But anyway, let's talk about what's going on over the last little bit of time since we spoke. So yesterday was Labor Day. I worked kind of a half day. Well, I worked a full day. I just started late, I think, pretty much is what I did. So in the morning, I shot the beginning of my review for the new plug and play from my arcade. And I'm trying to take it off in bites. I'll talk about that a little bit more. I'm trying to use this methodology that I used over the last week to try to tackle this thing. But I shot part of it, edited part of it, and then in the afternoon I prepped the podcast for today's edit. And then in the late afternoon, we had our meeting, and then we recorded a podcast episode that'll be for next Thursday. So all caught up with podcast recording now, despite the the shake up from the hurricane last week. So that's in good shape. Stat wise, all the videos from yesterday are kind of settling down some. Still doing well, up at the top of the charts, but doing well. We did cross 36,500 subscribers yesterday, as I suspected. Just a nudge over a little bit. The way things are going right now, take a couple of days to make the next 100 because we're kind of hitting around 50 or so, not the hundreds we used to at the moment. We'll see if that changes soon. So let's talk a little bit about today. Today is podcast editing day, Tuesday. So we record a podcast normally every other Friday, record a couple of them, and then we edit for Thursday release. So today will be over on Twitch. And if you'd like to join us, I do that live every morning at 10 a.m. Every Tuesday morning, at 10 a.m. over on Twitch. So if you want to join us, you just go to genxgrownup.com/Twitch or twitch.tv/genxgrownup. Both of them get you there. What we're doing over there is I'm live editing with Audacity and Audition, taking raw audio and editing it down, carving it down until it's the show that we'll release on Thursday. If that sounds like watching paint dry to you, I get it. It's a task I have to do regularly. Some people found they enjoyed seeing the process. Other folks just enjoy a sneak preview of the show that's coming. And still others just like to pop in to chat, which is what we do the most over there. The text chat that we talk and joke about things that we're hearing. And more importantly, equally importantly, I remind you each Tuesday, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription and you have not already used it, you have a free monthly token that you can give to any Twitch creator by linking your Amazon and Twitch accounts. And all you have to do is visit our live stream at genxgrownup.com/Twitch or twitch.tv/genxgrownup, whichever. You go there to the live stream, you click a little subscribe button, you say use Prime sub, and it's free. And effectively, it's a $5 donation to Gen X Grown Up that you don't have to spend any money you already have put out. If you don't give it to somebody, it's going to go away. So why not give it to somebody, and why not us? So if you don't mind popping in and doing that, that'd be great. And I mention it every week, just not to bore you, but because as a reminder, many people have asked, you have to redo it every month. It doesn't stick. So once a month, you got to pop in and do that. So if you don't have time to watch the whole stream, you want to pop in and say hello, just renew your sub, that would be much appreciated too. Collectively, thanks to you guys, we regularly get about $80 or $100 a month added to our war chest to try to continue to build on what we're doing. And so it makes a huge difference. It definitely does. So we'll get all the editing done today. That's the morning. And then after lunch, I will tackle the next part of this review. Now, what I was talking about earlier is, you remember last week I developed this little leapfrog thing where I could shoot everything in one evening and then edit it the next morning and kind of then start again the next evening because I had so many products to do and kind of this assembly line going. And that worked really well. I never tried to do that at such a pace, but because that worked so well, I'm trying to use... Those were big bites to take off, but I had to do it to get there. So what I'm trying to do with this week, because I really need this review ready, hopefully by the end of the week. I don't know when it's going to release yet, but I need it ready by the end of the week, just in case just for coordination and planning. So to get that done, what I'm trying to do is take off little bites of it. So yesterday I tackled I'm going to open the thing up and look at the hardware. And I did that part. That's a typical part of my videos when I do reviews. And I've already kind of started to edit. I have started to edit that. It's almost done editing as just a single chunk. And then, then the next day, maybe today, I will plug it in and start looking at some gameplay. And that's another chunk. I can shoot that, and I can edit that some, and then, so maybe by the time we get to, Wednesday or Thursday, only thing left is a stand-up and just little tweaks and stuff and beauty passes at the edit, rather than shooting 4 hours of video and then going to take 4 hours of video and trying to distill it down into a nice, concise, 20, 25 minute, in-depth review. That can be daunting. Instead, I'm shooting like 40 minutes of video, gonna edit it down to 3 or 4 minutes. Next. So I'm trying to take the mentality I used on the multiple videos last week and apply it to this larger form video this week. I think it's working so far. I'll let you know later in the week how it's going, but that's, historically, I have had trouble tackling large project videos because of this very problem, and it never occurred to me to nibble at it like this because I think very compartmentalized. I think shoot, edit, post. Rather, I can, shoot, edit, prep for post, shoot, edit. I can kind of little bits from each bucket, and in the end, it wasn't so hard. Any one task wasn't daunting, and one task doesn't pile up a huge bunch of work for the next task. I think it's working. The only bad news here is that this video is so big is the wrong word. It's important, but it's also in depth in that it's probably all I can get handled this week because it is important. It's akin to doing the at games that I did a few months ago, where that video ended up being almost 30 minutes long, but it took about 30 hours to make. Really, because there's just so much stuff to do. One shot of playing one game is, get the shot, get the focus, select the game, make sure you're recording, get the iris, get this in view, make sure you see the important part of the game, say the commentary about it, and that's 3 seconds. It's every 3 seconds takes several minutes to knock out, kind of thing. Not always, but you know what I mean. TV production people, you know what I'm talking about. It's sometimes it flows, and sometimes you gotta, set a new shot, set a new shot. So there's a lot of that. Yeah, so far it's going well, and I look forward to it. I know I saw several of you saying looking forward to that review. Me too. Can't wait to see how it turns out. So it's coming along well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started today because we have the live stream in just an hour and a half or so, so I had to get in there and get ready. If you stopped in to check out today's vlog, thank you so much. I appreciate you visiting. If you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you for being part of my support system and helping me out every day with your kind words and your advice and your reality checks and stuff. It's invaluable. So, hey, have a great Tuesday. Do something good for yourself if you can, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.